watch this video. Today I just wanted to have a get ready with me ranty style video about some of my issues within like the lock community that I see on Instagram and on YouTube, and I just want to express some of my feelings about it. So if you are interested in that, just stay tuned. Let's discuss the problem with gatekeepers. So for those of you who don't know what a gatekeeper is, I'll just read to you the definition really quick. A gatekeeper, based on the Urban Dictionary, is when someone takes it upon themselves to decide who does or does not have access or rights to a community or an identity. So even before I got locks, just when I was starting my research process, I started to notice gatekeepers. And honestly, I saw them already within the natural hair community. So whenever I would start looking into getting locks, I already recognized who the gatekeepers were going to be. And I kind of touched on this in my sister locks video. Obviously, sister locks are not the only, people with locks who kind of have that gatekeeper mentality. Like, they're far from it. Like, honestly, you can literally see it anywhere, everywhere. Whenever you have something where you start a movement or a community, you're going to have people who think they can control who can be included within it. For example, in the natural hair community, when there was a natural hair movement, a lot of people started having issues with people with different hair types celebrating the natural hair movement because they felt like only the people who had the 4C hair texture were allowed to show happiness for their natural hair, which honestly to me is ridiculous. Obviously, people with looser patterns of hair don't have as many issues with being seen as acceptable, but even Tracee Ellis Ross, who decided to wear her natural hair in the show Girlfriends back in the day, had issues with people accepting her for her natural hair and talking about her because she had the big curly hairstyle. So to me, any black woman who decides to wear her hair curly or in its natural kinky state can be a part of the hair movement. But you did have people who would go and drag anyone who they felt like wasn't honestly a part of what this movement, what they felt the movement should be about. I personally am a generally accepting person. I like hearing different perspectives, seeing different views on things, and I personally just go out and do my own research to figure out what's best for me. I hate seeing those videos that are like, the problem with using combs on your locks, the problem with having parts through your locks, the real reason you shouldn't oil your scalp when you have locks. I hate seeing that stuff. And of course, the more you do your research, the more you start seeing people who really like to voice their unasked for opinions about these things. Everybody's experience is going to be different. Nobody's is going to look exactly the same. You can't say that something that works for your hair or an issue that you see with your hair is going to be an issue that everybody has with theirs. What works for your hair might not work for my hair. Your quick fix might not be my quick fix. And what gives you the authority to decide how someone else should do their hair? So a clear example I have of this is that my best friend loves using coconut oil. She uses it in her hair, she uses it on her skin, she uses it on her face to remove her makeup, and that's just what works best for her. For me, on the other hand, coconut oil breaks me out. It makes my scalp more dry, it gives me zits, my dandruff will go off the charts with flakes everywhere. But I don't look at her and tell her that her being natural is wrong because coconut oil is her favorite thing and it doesn't work for me. But also, even if it is wrong for her, why not let her experiment and figure that out for herself? I don't see what's so bad with just letting people make mistakes. What's so bad at just letting people go on their own journeys and figure out what works best for them, what doesn't work best for them, how to make things work for them? Like, what's the problem? What's the old saying? Different strokes for different folks. I don't personally care how long you've been within the hair industry. There will always be certain cases that you've never seen before, something different from things that you're used to seeing. Even doctors go through things where they're like, oh, I've never heard of this type of thing before. And I just don't feel like it's your place or anybody's place to tell someone else what their experience should be or how they should maintain their hair, unless they ask for it. And that should just be through all walks of life. If someone doesn't ask for your opinion, don't give it. And that's always how gatekeepers begin their videos. Like, I've been doing this for 20 years. I've been in this industry for 50 years. This is how I feel you should be, whatever. Does me oiling my scalp stop your day? No. Does me oiling my scalp prevent you from paying your bills? No. Do people with traditional locks who use a comb during their retwist, does that somehow prevent you from living your own life? No. So I just don't see why anyone feels like it's their place to tell someone else that what they should or shouldn't be doing based on what their own experiences are. If I ask for your advice, share it. And if I don't ask for your advice, keep it pushing. I don't know what's so hard about that. I just feel like for any community, whether it's the black community, the natural hair community, the lock community, the sister lock community, the braid lock community, whether it's for makeup or being a YouTuber or an influencer, or whatever your choice of community is. Whatever your choice of community is, I think that we need less gatekeepers and more mentors. And if you aren't trying to mentor someone, I don't feel like your opinion is 100% necessary. But that's just on me. Alright guys, that's it for me in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe because it really does help me as a growing creator on this platform. I upload videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!